Hello you guys, welcome back to the vlog. Today's Wednesday and I'm just starting my work day. Well, my work day is started. It is already 10:15 and I just got out of my morning meetings. I was supposed to have one more meeting today, but it did get moved to Monday. So that means I actually have no other meetings for the rest of this week. Well, kind of. I have one lunchtime meeting on Thursday, but pretty much like no external meetings. We have a pretty easy rest of our week. Today, I do have a plumber coming by because when my landlord came by over the weekend, he was looking around to patch up a bunch of holes, mostly because we wanted to make sure as few bugs as possible were getting into the house. There were some pretty large bugs coming in. And when we were doing that, we found that there was a leak underneath the sink in my bathroom. So plumber is coming by today to take a look at it and hopefully get that fixed. But other than that, I think that's it. And sometime this week, before the weekend, Ryan and I would really like to do a barbecue. He bought a bunch of barbecue stuff, but then last weekend it ended up being cold and rainy, so we did not end up doing it. And we figured sometime during the week it would be nice. And I'm thinking maybe today, if the weather seems nice, which it does. If not, I think the rest of the week is gonna be in like the 80s or 90s. So we'll definitely have a barbecue at some point this week. So far, that's all I have planned. Okay, this is crazy because I've gone through so many iterations of my computer and like my desk setup and the whole thing, but I think I finally landed on what I really like, and it's so opposite from what I've done in the past. You guys have seen me use my big monitor. You guys have seen me use just my laptop, and I actually ended up being able to pick up a new monitor from work, and it's massive, but I think I'm actually in love with it. I have my old monitor here and I need to put this in the garage, but I've been waiting because I don't know exactly how my setup on my desk is gonna look. Right now, this is what I have, and this monitor is huge. I mean, like, I don't know if you can really like tell. That's my iPad, and I have like the, I don't know, regular sized iPad, like not the massive iPad. I mean, you can tell from my laptop, I think, how big this monitor is. It is massive. But what I really like about it is I can have multiple windows up like side by side, and I don't have to use my computer at all. So I have it just like closed over there. Trying this out for a little bit, seeing if we like it. I can always return it to work if I just decide that I don't like it. I came home from work yesterday and I set it up immediately, and yeah, I've been using it at the office and I just felt like I would really enjoy it here, especially for editing. I feel like it could be really nice. That is that update. We have, I think, a couple of items coming in the mail. So that should be exciting, and I'll update you guys once they come in. Otherwise, we're just spending a few days together, working our 9-to-5 job, hopefully doing some things outside of work, because I feel like I want to just like get more time outside of work, like just do things after work hours, and I don't know, just not just sit on the couch and read after work, which I personally find extremely enjoyable, but it just makes every single day feel the same. So hopefully we will get some things taken care of, maybe go somewhere on like a lunch break or something. That could be nice too. So welcome to the vlog, and we'll see what we get up to the next few days. Okay, I'm going to quickly make myself a breakfast. The other day I went to Vaughn's like in person. I realized that like because I order my groceries online, I tend to just like kind of order the same thing over and over again, which I think like is a good thing, and sometimes I forget what foods I also enjoy outside of what I normally order. And I was looking for something specific for Ryan, and then I came across Eggo waffles, and I was like, oh my god, I have not had an Eggo waffle in so long. So if I haven't told you guys already, which I may have because I feel like this is like kind of a staple for me, but what I typically do, and I don't know why this actually happened, but my stepdad used to do this. And so what he would do is get Eggo waffles, put peanut butter in between them, and then like have it like a sandwich and then syrup on top. It's like the best way for me to eat Eggo waffles. I'm like obsessed with it. So yeah, I just like make it a little sandwich and then I'll put the syrup on top. I'm also one of those people who kind of drowns their waffles or pancakes or whatever in syrup. I'm like, I love the syrup. Okay, I'll try to not do too much syrup this time though. Here's our breakfast. Oh my god, that looks so good. I'm gonna go eat this at the desk, and we have the plumber coming in like, well, the time limit is between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. So my hope is that he comes sooner rather than later. That way I don't have to like wait around for him to come by, and then we can have the rest of the evening, or like the rest of the workday, I guess, just like not worrying about if the plumber is gonna show up. So I'm letting P outside for now because I want him to be able to get his sunshine and sit outside so he's like rested, and then that way it won't be as chaotic when the plumber comes. Because if you have a dog, you know, anyone new coming into the house, they kind of freak out. Trying to stop that from happening as much as possible. Okay, good news. It's not even noon yet and the plumber already came by, fixed everything, which is great. I do kind of want to clean underneath here because it is a little dirty. It's like, I don't know, there's just like a bunch of pieces underneath the sink. So I have all of the stuff that we normally have under the sink here for now. And I'm just gonna leave that there because I wanna clean here and we're missing a knob, but that's how it was when we moved in. So anyway, I'm gonna leave this here for now. I had to put Pete in the office with me and I was just like working in here with him. It got kind of toasty in here. So I'm going to also toss this. This is like our secret weapon. Whenever we have any kind of guest over, especially like some kind of handyman or whatever, we keep all of our peanut butter jars like when we are done with them and we leave them up here. So like here's a spare one and it's empty, but then we give this to him and it's natural peanut butter. And then he can just like sit there and lick the jar and it completely distracts him from whoever is around in the house, which is really nice. So I'm gonna give it a beat. I'm gonna let him just like chill out for a sec and then I'll let him back outside. And yeah, I've just been like doing work while the plumber was working. And now that that's done, I think I can probably take a lunch break, which I'm excited about because I wasn't sure if we were gonna be able to take a lunch break like right at noon or if the plumber was gonna be here for a while. So it worked out. I mentioned I have a couple of exciting packages coming. I don't know if I'm gonna get them all today or like this week, I should say, but for sure one of them, I'm excited, is coming today. I'm getting some new running shoes. On average, I think you're supposed to change out your running shoes every like 4 to 6 months, and I have definitely not done that. I feel like I have run enough on these running shoes now though, where I don't want to injure myself. I personally have had shin splints, stress fractures, all of that kind of stuff in the past when I used to be a distance runner, so I want to be really mindful of not hurting myself, and I decided it was finally time. So I got all white, but I'm excited because I think that they'll still be really cute and will go with a lot of outfits and like I'll genuinely be excited to wear them. So I'm excited. That's supposed to be coming today, and I just ended up getting them on Amazon because they were like the same price as the in-store, but they could be delivered like the next day. So I ordered them yesterday. So we'll try those on. I'll either do a HIIT workout, or if I'm like really excited, then maybe we'll just do like a little short run. Oh, they're out for delivery. Yay. Okay, amazing. They should be like a pretty easy, like I've always worn the same size in all of my running shoes. So I'm excited. Those are the updates for now, and I think we're gonna go take our lunch break. You guys, it's so bright out and I'm not used to reading a physical book anymore. Oh, I need to clean these off. The pages are like actually blinding me. I put on a hat because I thought that would work, and now I have to put on sunglasses. They're still not clean. How are they not clean? Please, let's not. Oh my gosh, okay. That is so much better. I'm currently reading My Husband's Wife. Sorry for the sunglasses. I literally, my eyes cannot handle it. I'm really liking it. I'm almost halfway through. I'm on chapter 29 and I feel like it's been really good so far. It's basically about a woman who goes off for a run, and when she comes back, her key doesn't fit in the house and her life has basically been replaced by somebody else, and like another woman is like, no, this is my house. Then all of a sudden that woman and like both women, they both go missing. So now we're like, one, trying to figure out the mystery of like what happened at all, and then two, why are they both missing? So there's like multiple mysteries within this book, and it's been really fun. So I'm gonna continue reading. I'm gonna close this. We'll get back to work in a little bit, but for now I just want to enjoy the sun a bit and read. I almost might need to change into something a little bit like a t-shirt and some shorts because it's pretty sunny out and it's pretty warm. It's only 71 degrees, but it's gonna get up to 75, but the UV is so high that it feels like so warm when you're in the direct sunlight. Okay, I just got my new running shoes. I'm actually so excited. So let me show you guys what my old ones are beat up. These are my old ones. They have little orange and little blue, and I really love the little pop of color. These were originally off-white, but clearly they're like very dirty. This is what I used to have, and these are a size 7. And I got like an all-white shoe. I think these are so cute. So these are also a size 7, right? Yeah. I was like, imagine I don't get a 7. Yeah, these are the new shoes. I'm gonna try them on, and we're gonna have to test them out on a run soon. I'm very excited. I wanna make sure that they fit though. We will try running in those later. These, I think, are gonna end up getting retired. I don't even think that I will, unless I wanna go like on a really dirty run. like a trail run for some reason, or like a trail hike where it's gonna be like super, super dusty. I feel like I don't really need to keep these. I'll probably keep them for a little bit and then end up retiring them and just tossing them. I don't even want to donate them because they're just probably not going to be good for anybody else either. Very, very exciting. I love getting a new pair of shoes, and I'm excited to try out the new ones because I just don't want to hurt my shins or hurt my calves or anything like that. I have a gnarly bruise on the back of my calf from running the other day. That's ultimately what sparked me to be like, okay, I just need to get new running shoes because I just don't want to end up getting hurt. So I'm not going to show you guys the bruise, but looking at it, it's just like, it's really bad. It's like, it's so big. And I went on a run, no bruise, came back from the run, had a bruise. So that's like the only thing that I can think of. Anyway, that is the full update. I did change into some shorts, and I've actually been doing a lot of reading today, which I feel like I haven't really just like sat and read in a while, like for a lunch break. I always say that I'm going to, and I always read for like a little bit, and then I, you know, have to check something or someone needs to call me, and I just feel like I don't ever have like an uninterrupted lunch break anymore. So it was really nice to just be able to sit and read. Now I'm on chapter 35, I think. Something like that. So I read a couple of chapters and we will get back to it in a bit. Alrighty, we just changed because I think I'm gonna go for a run. The hat that I always wear to run. This is actually like an old company hat. So funny, when I used to work at this company, we were like, I was on this specific team that was kind of like the redheaded stepchildren of the team, and we all made our own hats as like, I don't know. All of the other teams had like matching t-shirts, matching jackets, and we just like didn't have anything. And so anyway, made ourselves these hats, and I've had it ever since because it's such a good, like, perfect dad hat colors. I just wish it didn't have this like pagoda on it because I just feel like, I don't know, just like I'm less likely to wear it because of the pagoda. But anyway, I'm gonna get my new shoes. We're gonna go take them on a little test spin. I'm gonna try and go for a run. I'm very excited, and I think they'll just generally feel a lot better. These ones are the New Balance Fresh Foam 680s. I one time just like took a bet on these shoes. I've always run with either like Brooks, Sauconys, or Asics when I was younger and like doing more distance. What did I run with before these? I think I had Nikes. I think those were like fine, but I just didn't really like love them. And then I found these shoes and I fell in love, but everyone's shoes are going to be different based off of their needs. So it just depends on what you actually need, but these have been really good. I don't know how far I'm gonna go yet. I wanna go more than 2, probably like 3 or 4. I don't wanna go a full 6 because I kinda just wanna like break in the new shoes. I don't wanna go too far with them. So let's take the inhaler, grab my keys and my AirPods, and let's head out and go on our run. We did the run. I ended up doing 4 miles. The new shoes felt fantastic. I feel like I could have maybe gone a little bit longer, but I just don't want to hurt myself. Like I was saying before, I have a bit of a bruise on my calf from my run on Saturday, and I just like, I didn't want to make it worse. Did 4, I feel good. I think I'm gonna do a little quick ab workout, arm workout type thing, just like a couple of exercises, nothing crazy. I think I have sweat on my shirt, sorry. And then I think I'm gonna take P on his walk before I take my shower, because if I just like get out and go do it, I think I'll feel so much better like to shower and just like relax at the house. I don't know if we're gonna do the barbecue tonight or if we're gonna do it another night, so still have to get an update from Ryan, but we shall see. Let's go do our quick ab workout. Yeah, I feel really good with doing the run. I'm happy that I did it. I feel like for whatever reason in like the summertime or the springtime when it's nice and sunny, I'm just like so much more motivated to do my runs, which feels really great. Okay, I just took a shower, and one of you guys asked me in a recent video from last Tuesday what my hair routine was, and I figured I would answer for you guys. First of all, so nice that you even ask, because I feel like I'm always so self-conscious about my hair. I feel like I personally am still trying to figure out even how to do my own hair. For context, I'm the only person, or I should say the only girl in my family with curly hair. Everyone else in my family has like pin straight hair. My dad has my hair, and he never really had long hair, so he never like needed to figure out how to do his hair. And my mom just like treated my hair like it was straight, and I just like she would brush it out, the whole thing. So anyway, long story short, I'm still figuring out what I even need to do to my hair. So I'll go over it quick because again, I don't really have much of a routine. First of all, I think that the haircut matters so much. I get at least 5 layers cut in my hair, and the first layer starts like here-ish, and then obviously, you know, going from there. And I think that that helps with a lot of the curling, and then same with like face framing. I actually need a haircut because my bangs are now here, but that's beside the point. My hair also retains a lot of moisture, but I use a t-shirt. This is like a Christmas t-shirt from Old Navy. This is what I use so I can dry my hair. You can see it's like all wet, but I'm gonna put this up right now. Supposedly using a t-shirt, specifically like a cotton t-shirt, is supposed to really help with any kind of frizz. So that's what I use. And then the main products that I use, and I don't use them religiously. Well, actually I should say I do wash my hair probably more often than most people do. And that's because when I do a workout, I get a lot of sweat in my hair, and I personally don't like to just like leave that be. Like that just personally, that grosses me out. So I do wash my hair pretty often. I don't use the best products. I am a little bit cheap with my products, and it is what it is. So I just use curl specific shampoo and conditioner. It could be from Pantene, Monday, whatever. Like I'm still kind of trying to figure out which one's best for me. Lately, surprisingly, I've been using this one. It's just like the Curl Pantene shampoo. Again, I know that it's not the best one, but I'm on a budget right now. So this is what I've been using, and the conditioner to go along with it. And personally, I feel like when I started using the curl specific shampoo and conditioner, it really helped. When I condition my hair, I actually like flip it over and like get it all in, and like including in my roots, because I feel like it really helps with the frizz. So that's what I do. And then in terms of products afterward, I have a couple of different things. This one I use probably the least often, but it is really nice. I just don't like the smell of it. It's from Shea Moisture. It's the coconut and hibiscus curl enhancing smoothie with silk protein and neem oil. This is for thick curly hair. I feel like I only need to use a tiny bit of it. It's pretty thick, so like really just like a tiny bit, and you can always add more, but I'll put it in my hand and just go like that and like scrunch my hair up. That's it. The one that I probably use the most often is also from Shea Moisture. This is the Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthen and Restore Leave-In Conditioner. I love this stuff. It has shea butter, peppermint, and apple cider vinegar. It says it smooths and defines natural, chemically processed or heat styled hair. I try my hardest also not to heat style my hair. I feel like just embracing your hair, and like the first few weeks is rough, but then your hair will acclimate, and then it will just like become what it's gonna become. And I think that that's the key. Like you have to be patient with it, but this stuff is amazing. I actually don't love using this big tub. So what I did was I got one of these like travel shampoo things, and I put it in here. So what I will do is put maybe like that much, and same idea. I just like scrunch it like this. I think this stuff smells so good. I like genuinely like using this one. And I make sure to get the back too, because I feel like people forget the back often. I do this while my hair is still wet. I think technically you can also do it while it's dry, but I just don't love putting product in my hair when it's dry. And then I put it on the tops too and just scrunch it up. And then I make sure to get the face framing pieces. Okay, so that, and honestly, I just like scrunch it until I feel like it's how I like it. I don't know. I let it air dry. I think like a perfect situation is letting my hair air dry until it's like 90% and then going to bed on it a little, just a little bit wet. Not like wet, but just a tad damp, because sleeping on it just like creates these curls that I can't mimic. Okay, so then last thing that I do is I do want to get like a silk hair net type thing to sleep in, because I do feel like my hair gets pretty frizzy. But for now, what I do is I just will sleep on my hair. In the morning, I just use one of these so I don't get my hair wet, and I'll shower. And then when I'm done showering, if my hair is frizzy, I will use this. And this is just a coconut milk anti-breakage serum. I've had this for like actually ages. It's probably so severely expired, but I think I got this from Target. This is the packaging. And I'll just put like maybe 2 pumps, go like this, like on my tips of my fingers. I'll kind of like do mostly here, and then just like 1 swipe on the top, because the top is where I get most of my frizziness because I have a lot of breakage. But this is like probably my second most used product, and it's only as needed. Like I don't do this every single day. And that's literally my entire hair routine. Again, I really feel like no heat, layers, and just like letting my hair do its thing has really helped. And I feel like I also have watched so many different tutorials on like curly hair routines and like all these steps that you have to do, and like the brushing like that, or what. I know myself, and it has to be just enough, like 1 or 2 products 6 max, where I can just scrunch it in and be done with it. If I try to make it more complicated than that, I'm just not gonna end up doing it. I'm usually waking up and in a rush to head off to the office in the morning, and I don't have time to like do every single piece of hair. And then I also need to make sure it's something that I can wash my hair often with. So that's why I do the very simple routine that I have. That is what I do. That's all I got. I don't really have too deep of a routine, but I hope that that helps somebody out there. And for the person that asked, I specifically hope that helps you. And again, I just like, biggest advice is just like let your hair do its thing. Now it is 5:30. I'm gonna go wrap up things on my computer. I'm wondering if Ryan is gonna be late today again, so I'll have to check in with him. Sorry, I'm so blue because my screensaver is blue right now. The client just sent me a congrats email. That was very sweet. I love that. I have like good relationships with some of my clients, and it just like, sometimes it makes me so happy. Anyway, I'm gonna go call Ryan. I'm gonna see if he's gonna be late home. And then I think I'm going to do a little bit of reading. And I think that's kind of it for right now. I'm still trying to figure out when Ryan and I will do our barbecue, but I think it all depends on his work schedule because he's been staying very late at work lately. There's just like so many things happening. So we've been having to be a little bit flexible with our plans. Hello you guys, today's Thursday. It's already noon. I am gonna make myself some breakfast, and also Ryan brought me this nitro cold brew from Starbucks. It's the vanilla sweet cream flavor. I tried a little bit of this. Oh wait, gently shake the can, pop open and pour hard. Pour hard? Does that just mean like dump it into a cold glass for maximum enjoyment? I'm scared to open this now that I've shaken it. Maybe I'll put it in a mug. I think pour hard just means from the picture that you just like go like that. He's been begging to go outside. I have a meeting right now though, so I'm gonna let him out after my meeting. I'm just gonna quickly make my breakfast and have my food while I am in the meeting, and we'll kind of just go from there. But I wanted to make sure to say hi to you guys. So meeting is like literally in 1 minute, so I'm gonna rush off and make my food so that I can be ready for the meeting. But I'll check in with you guys once we're out. Okay, it's now 1 o'clock. It's actually so fun. We had like one of these like bigger meetings like for the entire company, and one of my friends that I run with, she was one of the leaders for the meeting. So I was like making sure to participate and all that kind of stuff. But I'm gonna change really quickly into these shorts that I wore yesterday. It's like 80 degrees outside, so I think I'm gonna go take P on a little walk. I told you guys that I had a couple of fun packages coming. One of them is some new makeup because I'm headed off to go on our road trip, and the whole reason we're going on this road trip is because there's a wedding in Utah, so I want to make sure that I have enough makeup for all of that. But also one of the exciting packages that I'm getting is from Amazon. It's coming today, and I got some new sunglasses. I'm trying out like a new silhouette, a little bit more of like a rectangular shape, but like I think hopefully, crossing my fingers, will fit my face a little bit, because I feel like the shape that I've been wearing is like the rounded shape. These are the sunglasses that I usually wear, and I really like that they're like more of a brown instead of a black, but I just feel like this is kind of like an outdated shape. So this is what I have for now. This is what I'm gonna wear, but my new ones are coming today. I'm gonna go get my shoes on, and oh, let me actually wear my headphones because I want to listen to my audiobook. All right, we're solid. I'm gonna go take P on a walk, get out of the house a little bit, and then we'll come back and continue our work. I want to finish my audiobook today, hopefully, and then maybe after work. Like if I could finish my audiobook during work while I like am on lunch and then doing emails, then hopefully after work I could finish the physical book that I'm reading. So that is the goal right now. It's been a second since I last checked in with you guys. It's already 5:30 now, and because I went on a lunchtime walk, P's not really wanting to go on a walk, so I think we're gonna forego the walk today because yeah, when I tried taking him, he just like would not go. I did end up finishing The Winners, which was so good. I didn't cry, but I was like pretty devastated about how everything ended and like everything that just happened. And man, Frederick Bachman is just like such a good author. Like he really makes me feel like we're talking to friends and like getting to know new people, and the way that he writes his characters is just like beyond me, honestly. Like, I really, really love his writing. Now I want to read a little bit of My Husband's Wife. I want to try to finish this today. I'm wondering if I can because I also have some editing to do, but I have therapy at 7 today, so it's already 5:30, and I think within the next like hour or so I could probably get a little bit done. I have like just over 100 pages left of this book, so maybe we could read like 40 or 50 pages, and then after therapy we can do some editing and then hopefully read a little bit more. More than likely I'll end up finishing this tomorrow actually, but I like to finish as much of it as possible today. I only have like 1 work week left before we're heading out on our road trip. Just over 1 week, but like 1 full work week plus a Monday and a Friday. So I feel like the trip is coming up so fast, but I'm also so excited, and I just like, I can't wait. It's gonna be such a fun time to just explore new cities, get to see a national park, take P with us, and I'm just, yeah, I'm excited to just have some time off work too, which will be really nice. So anyway, so far really liking this book. I feel like a lot of interesting things are happening. I almost feel like I'm reading like 3 books in one, just like with how the story has progressed, and yeah, I am intrigued. This will be book number 27 for the year. I feel like I'm doing decent in terms of like my goal. I typically set a goal of 60 books for myself, although in the future I'm kind of just thinking about like not setting goals, because sometimes I feel like the goals get in the way of the quality of books. Not always. I try really hard to not let it, but sometimes it does. But this one I'm really liking, and I feel like it's like the perfect thing to help me get out of a slump, because some of my last books were putting me in a little bit of a slump. So this one's been really good, and I'm excited to see how the last 100 pages are, because I feel like everything is, just hit this, sorry. I feel like everything is like coming to a head right now. So it's been very exciting. That last 100 pages is always like very intriguing when it comes to like a mystery thriller novel. So let's get to it. We're on chapter 41, and let's read, and then we'll head off into therapy. Oh, actually, before I go off to read, I meant to tell you guys that last night we ended up doing the barbecue, and it was so much fun. We just did like a little fire pit plus barbecue right outside in our backyard, and sat outside to eat, hung out with P, and it was really enjoyable. So now we have some leftovers, some barbecue leftovers. I'll probably have that over the course of the next few days too. But anyway, that's actually it. So let's get off and go into some reading before our session. Hello, happy Friday. I cannot believe that it's already Friday. I've had an extremely busy morning. It's already 11:40. Like, I don't actually know where the time has gone. I thought today was just gonna be like a relaxing, chill day, and I signed on to my email, and I had like 4 immediate like 911 action items, which doesn't usually happen. And when I mean immediate 911 action items, I mean like each task was gonna take at least 30 minutes, if not longer. So anyway, did all of the tasks. I also had a meeting with a client and had an internal meeting with a coworker, so we are all set now. Heating up my coffee, and I think I'm gonna let P outside, and I'm gonna make myself some breakfast because I haven't eaten yet. I think I'm just gonna do my hash brown. I haven't really been into yogurt lately, and for the longest time I was doing hash brown and yogurt. It was like the perfect portion sizing, perfect everything, and now I'm just like, I have no interest in having any kind of yogurt. But anyway, I'm going to have a hash brown, and maybe I'll make a smoothie bowl or cut up an apple. I don't really know. I think I maybe want to swing by either the grocery store or Target and get some milk and, oh, buns. Some milk and buns, because we had our little barbecue the other night, but we have too many. Ryan likes sausages and I like hot dogs, and so we have too many sausages and hot dogs for the amount of buns that we have. So we need a few more buns, and I just want some milk because I really want to have a latte, and I just haven't been having lattes lately. I've been drinking a lot of just like black coffee, which has also been good. I'm really happy that I brought back my actual coffee machine because I just feel like the coffee is better. Anyway, going to drink some of this and wait for my hash brown, and P's now outside. Let's go check on him actually. How are you doing? There's like a big huge June bug. I think I'm supposed to have like a bug guy coming, I think between 11 and 1 or something like that. So I'm also waiting for that because I think we're gonna start doing perimeter sprays at the house, which I'm very excited about. Okay, just got an email from one more client. I was not expecting today to be this busy, so I'm going to answer a few of these, and then I want to take a little lunch break outside. I want to read some more of my book. So happy Friday. Wanted to make sure I said hello to you guys before the day just like escaped me, and let's get into it. What was the last thing that I even updated you guys about? I have no idea, but I just had a bug guy come. We're gonna do some perimeter spraying, which I'm so excited about. I think he suggested we start with like every 3 months. So we're gonna do an inside and outside spray. And then after that, it's gonna be like every 3 months, he's gonna do the outside. And I'm very, very excited because now hopefully we won't have nearly as many bugs. He was like looking around the house and he was like, there's a lot of gaps here. And I was like, yeah, I know. If you guys have not ever watched any of my videos, you're probably like, what are you talking about? But if you have, you've been up to date with the fact that there's been a lot of bugs in the house. So I'm super excited that we have somebody who is hopefully gonna be on it, and I just need my landlord to like sign all the paperwork. But also, I don't even remember what day it was. It was like maybe Wednesday or Thursday. I think Wednesday, Monday. I have no idea. One of the days we had a plumber come by and fix a leak in the bottom of my bathroom sink. So that's good, except he accidentally swapped the hot and the cold faucets. So now, like the other day I was trying to brush my teeth and I was like, why is the hot water not coming out of here? And then I realized it's because the faucets were swapped. I just decided I'm not even gonna bring it up, like whatever, it's fine. I don't feel like I need him to re-swap them. Like if we really have to, I can do it myself. I just like, I don't want him to have to do it all over again. But he is actually coming back today because I noticed some corrosion on the back of our washer, and that means that those pipes also need to be swapped. And it's been like at least 10 years, according to my landlord, since they were last swapped. So now we're fixing it. My guess is he's gonna be here like any second. I have P's harness on him, hanging out here with me for a little bit. But I have his harness on him because then I can hold him back when the guy comes. But it's just tough because I feel like I can't fully relax until all of the people are out of the house. Hopefully he comes by soon so we can just like be done with it. He's a very quick worker, so I think that like once he comes, it'll only be like a 30-minute thing and then we can actually relax. But it's hard to just like get into the relaxing, cozy vibe until he's gone. Anyway, I've just been like answering some emails, working on some things, and I feel tired. I'll probably update you guys after the bug guy comes. Oh, and I wanted to show you actually. I didn't get a chance to show you guys. I had told you previously like, oh, I'm waiting for some sunglasses to come in and I think I'm gonna end up returning them. You guys tell me what you think. I just don't think that these fit my face. Do you like them or do you not like them? What do you think, P? I think that they're good. I just think that this style is not for me. So I have to shop around, see what looks good on my face. So let me know what you guys think, but otherwise I'll probably just return them. I was trying something new and I don't know that it was working out. We are officially done with all the people visiting the house, thank goodness. I am going to chill on the bed for a little bit. I want to just like decompress. I feel like people have just been in and out of the house all day between the bug guy, the plumber, the landlord. Like I've just had a busy morning, and on top of it, work was really, really busy this morning. I was not expecting it to be this chaotic. I like really thought that I had nothing going on today, and then all of a sudden it was just like bam, 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 back to back things. So it's 3:30 now. The plumber left like 30 minutes ago. It's like been a hot second, but it truly took like 15 to 20 minutes for him to replace everything. But I just like sat and did a little bit of work after he left. So we are good to go now. I have a couple of YouTube videos that I'd like to watch. I can't believe it's already 3:30 and I haven't really taken like a proper lunch break, but I want to relax a bit. So I'm really craving a smoothie bowl. So maybe we'll make a smoothie in a little bit. I just want to lay here and like decompress and watch something dumb for a second. I think that's exactly what we're gonna do. I just don't see where there's another power button. Okay, so we need to unplug it and then we can drain the power.
They also mentioned something that was smart, and it's that like you never know if there's something in the remote that has it like power cycling.
It's not turning on?
Just do it by itself. You can hear it too.
Do we need to do something with the remote then?
Do you want to take out the batteries just in case?
That would be a bummer if it was dead. Okay, you guys, it's been a second, but update. Our living room TV just stopped working, which is a bummer. When Ryan and I moved in together, we each had our own TVs, and my old house was like a really small, like tiny home. So my TV was a little bit smaller. It's not like tiny by any means, but it's just like a little smaller than our other TV. And so we always used my old TV in the bedroom because this was like sort of our secondary space. And then the bigger TV was going in the living room. And we've used that for years now. It's so weird weird though, because I was using the TV earlier today, like even around like 7-ish. What time is it now? It's 9. So like 2 hours ago I was using the TV, it was working fine. And now it just like won't turn on. We've tried so many different things. Ryan's tried like opening the back and everything. But anyway, we moved the TV for now from the bedroom to the living room so that we actually have something that functions in the living room, because that's like primarily where we use the TV. So now the space just like looks really like uninviting, I'm not gonna lie. We can't really like put anything in those walls. So my guess is that like if this becomes a permanent installation and we don't end up getting a new TV, maybe we'll have to put like some art there, like with command strips or something, because my mind goes to like, it'd be cool to have some bookshelves and like put some of our books, because this thing is full of books, by the way. And then also we have obviously like these books and stuff. That could be an option, except we can't put anything in those walls. We have been toying around with the idea of changing up the room and changing up the space, so maybe this is a good opportunity to do that. But as it stands right now, I just feel like this just doesn't feel like my room. It's just like, I don't know, feels, even if the TV is off, it feels more inviting to have the TV there, which is a weird thing. But anyway, Ryan is doing some troubleshooting, seeing if he can figure out what potentially is going on with the TV. And then if not, I still think that we only really need one TV. And then again, we can like figure something out with this space. But Ryan is of the mind that he just wants to kind of like buy a new one. So I'm gonna let him take care of that. It's just like, I feel like we don't need 2 TVs, but just annoying. I feel like I've spent too much time thinking about the TV. So I want to relax. I want to just like hang out for a second, because I want to wake up early enough tomorrow to go do the run with the girls. So like, what a stressful time. Not that a TV is like the end of the world. Like truly I could, I don't know, watch TV on my laptop if I have to, but it's just like, of course, like when everything happens, I don't know, like I feel like everything happens at once. Like we can't have like a normal time right now. Sometimes I just feel like things are so stressful for no reason. Like why did the TV have to break? I don't know. Sometimes things just happen. And it's also frustrating because the TV is only like 4 years old. So like I really feel like it should not be breaking that quickly, but that's what happens sometimes, I guess. I am grateful that we have a second one, and like this is the nice thing about like us having doubles of everything when we moved in together, because like now we don't have to like be without a TV, which is already a first world problem. Don't get me, like I know, but it's just annoying still. And especially when you're like, you're on a budget and things like that, it just can be, it can feel stressful when you're like, oh, another thing broke. Anyway, that's been the update. I am going to decompress a little bit, and I can't watch TV in here now, but maybe I'll watch TV on my laptop and then I'll read my book wherever it went. I have my Kindle here too. I just got a new book on my Kindle too, which I'm so excited about, but I need to finish this book first. And I'm like loving this book. So I'm not like, I am in a rush in the sense that I want to know what happens, but I'm not in a rush in the sense that I'm enjoying it, but I am very excited about the other book that I got. So maybe we will try to read a little bit more and finish as much as we can. I wanted to finish it by this week, but I think it's gonna have to go into the weekend because let's see, I have 3 hours left of the book still. So I'm not gonna read until 12:30 unfortunately, so I don't think that we'll be finishing it in this vlog, but I will definitely tell you guys my thoughts over the weekend. Anyway, that's the update. Maybe we'll do some rearranging of the room if we have to. Let's decompress for a little bit. I feel a little tired now after all of the moving and replugging things in, and yeah, I want to decompress. Good morning, you guys. It's the next day. I'm just actually looking for a shirt because I'm gonna go take P on his walk, and then I'm gonna go run with the girls. We're going to a new spot today. I did not end up checking in with you guys yesterday because I just felt like I needed to like decompress, and I don't know. Yesterday turned into like a little bit of a stressful day at the end of the day, and honestly, I feel like I just needed time to vibe and just like watch TV, read my book, that kind of thing, and really wish I would have been able to get through more of my book, but sometimes it just is what it is. I think sometimes even if like a book is a brain off book, I just need like true brain off time where like I am just watching a dumb video and like does not matter. I don't need to retain any information, like even for the sake of the book, and that's basically what I needed to do. So that's where we were. We also moved the second TV. The one that's not working is right here. So we moved this in here. Some people online were saying that like if you just leave it unplugged for a few days, then sometimes it'll like drain out a lot of stuff. I don't know. And then also also Ryan, I think, put a software update on a flash drive and then you can like put that on the TV. I'm not really sure, but for now it's here. So it definitely feels a little bit more inviting. Not like there's just like a space missing, but that TV does not work. I'll show you guys what the TV in the living room looks like now. I feel like you can't tell. So this one is a 55-inch TV. And even for this room, I think that this TV is almost too small because when you are sitting on the bed, you can like hardly see what's on the TV. Over here though, there's like a smaller distance between the couch and the TV. So this is what the TV looks like in here. It's definitely not the right size, but I feel like it's not terrible either. So I don't know. I just feel like for now, at least this works. I definitely like the UI on our other TV better and blah, 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 but I don't know. We'll figure all of that out. Ryan is like really keen on if this does not work, then get a new TV, but I still feel like we could just like, I don't know, just have one. So we'll see what we end up doing and deciding. But anyway, with all that being said, P is following me around because he is wanting to go on his walk, and I think I am going to end this video here because now that it's Saturday, I'm gonna have a new vlog starting. So I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for being here and watching and just being a part of my life. As silly as that sounds, sometimes I feel like even though I can't talk to you guys directly like face to face, I feel like this is such a good way for us to connect. And even if I can't talk to every single individual person, I feel like the comments have been so fun to just like chat with you guys whenever I can. And I feel like I almost like know who I'm talking to, even though I don't know everybody that I'm talking to. But like when you guys comment, it makes me so happy because I just feel like this is like a new way for us to connect. And I don't know, it's such a crazy world that like we can put ourselves on the internet and like find friends that way in a way. So anyway, thank you guys for being here and watching and let me ramble about my life and just like what's happening in my day-to-day, because I know that I don't have the most like crazy, interesting, traveling all the time type of life, but I think sometimes having a little bit more of a slow life is also like, at least for me, it's something that I enjoy watching because it's like what I live and it just feels more relatable to me. Once people start having like a very drastically different lifestyle to my own, it starts to feel like we can't connect almost. So it's so fun for me to be able to connect with you all, to share my life, to document my life, because sometimes I'll just like look back at old videos and it's just so special to watch. So again, thank you. I appreciate you. If you got to the end of this video and any of this resonated or you liked my video, then feel free to subscribe. I've been trying to grow my channel as much as possible this year, so would love to have you subscribe if you like. He's still crying at me, so I am going to head off and go take him on his walk. But thank you guys so much again, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.